With rising home prices and a changing job market, is Lafayette still a great place to live? Well, in this video, I'm going to take a closer look at whether Lafayette is holding up as one of the best places to live in Louisiana, or is it time for you to reconsider? Let's talk about the Lafayette housing trends for 2024. Now that we're getting to the end of the year, I know a lot of people start to wonder, well, what does the current housing market look like? The Lafayette home prices have been slightly rising despite what interest rates, despite what you're reading in the news, all of those things, we are still seeing a rise. We are seeing the median home prices really around $229,000 all the way up to $255,000 being that median price, depending on what area of town that you're looking at. And that is compared to the previous year. So we're looking at 23 to 24, the changes. It has been on average about a 7% increase that we've seen from the previous year. So this really reflects the fact that there is ongoing demand here and that the pace of sales has slightly slowed. And we know that the economy, the election, interest rates, all of those things can affect what we're seeing happening in the housing market. If we compare to previous years, well, Lafayette's housing market has continued to evolve. We're seeing a recovery in prices since the pandemic. So the number of homes that was for sale has slightly decreased. So we're seeing prices continue to trim upward. Affordable versus high-end housing. Lafayette still offers affordable housing. We are actually seeing, especially in the new construction sector, there is plenty of available options. Builders are offering incentives such as lower interest rates and much closing costs to help you to get that property under contract. Overall, the median price for a home is lower than the national average. So that really does make Lafayette a very desirable place. Now, however, prices for higher end homes have also seen a significant increases, particularly in desirable neighborhoods. So that is something to be aware of, that yes, Lafayette does have areas that can be expensive. There is high end things that are happening. And so, you know, if you are in the luxury sector, you can expect to pay high prices just like most luxury people will pay in most cities. Next up would be the job market and economy. Now, what is the strength of economy? Well, Lafayette's local economy continues to remain strong, particularly in healthcare and education, oil and gas industries, all of those things. Always, we have to base on what's happening with the economy to be able to decide whether or not it's truly working. Next up would be the job market. The healthcare, the education sectors are really what's the most robust. There is where you're going to find the most stable employment in the Lafayette area. There is always going to be sick people. We are always going to have hospital systems here, and they are constantly investing and making them better. Now, next up is going to be the lifestyle and amenities. Now, what is life like really here in Lafayette? Well, depends who you ask, right? But I would say overall, it's a city that's deeply rooted in Cajun and Creole culture. We have a very strong art scene. There's a lot of culture that you can get involved in. There's plenty of festivals throughout the year. There's food festivals, music, there's entertainment of all kinds. So there's really a lots of different things that you can do here. But I would say on the con side, you know, we do have very hot and humid summers. We are prone to the idea of hurricanes and occasional flooding from summer storms or just various things. But public transportation also, I would say, is limited. Most residents rely on having a personal vehicle. And of course, traffic has been getting worse and worse as the city continues to grow. So that's going to always be an ongoing issue, especially during peak hours and depending what part of the city that you're going into. As far as the amenities, well, school, healthcare services are all well regarded in this area, which is really good. You have parks such as Munkus Park, which is beautiful in its design and really offers something for the whole family. It's really an enjoyable spot. I love the fact that it's right in the center of town. And then of course, the school systems, they are constantly expanding and growing and becoming better. They are doing a huge project right now on the Lafayette High School. They're getting a brand new high school, top of the line, which is beautiful. And we have things like charter schools that are continuing to grow and expand in the area. The Renaissance Academy being a very popular one for most people. So overall, the lifestyle amenities, you can find all of the things that you're looking for, and I would say it's thriving for the most part. Now, you may be asking, next up, what's the safety and the quality of life like here? Well, as far as the safety trends, well, Lafayette remains a safe city compared to most larger urban areas. Community-driven policing, I would say, the safety initiatives that we've been currently, working on has all been effective in maintaining a relatively secure environment. So the overall feel for the city, I would say, is most people would tell you it is safe. They do feel safe in most areas of the city and anywhere they are, and that comparatively to some of the other cities in Louisiana. Now, the quality of life, we would say the healthcare and education are really strong. calm, and the city's overall relaxed vibe really appeals to a lot of people. The healthcare sector is continually expanding, like I've talked about, and they're offering so many good services and facilities that people are able to utilize. All of those things, I think, all contribute to a really high quality of life that people really enjoy and are very attracted to in Lafayette. Now, is Lafayette still a good place for families? Now, family-friendly aspects, I think, in Lafayette do maintain an all-time high, and they're only getting higher and more attractive to people because we have so much affordable housing. There's so many sports centers. Youngsville Sports Complex, just outside of Lafayette, is one of the top, I think, in the entire state. It's beautifully maintained, and there's so many different activities for you and the family, not only for adults, for kids. There's so many sports activities they can get involved in, anything from soccer to tennis, all the way up to baseball and football. So there's plenty of ways that they can get outdoors, get involved, make some friends, and you can have fun watching them. Now, overall, the final pros and cons of the city, I say, well, the pro is, of course, if we wrap it up in a bow, the vibrant culture scene, the affordable cost of living, the strong job market in key sectors, depending what you're looking for, and of course, the proximity to nature and outdoor activities. All of those things, I think, is what makes Lafayette the most appealing. And then, of course, the city offers a great mix of small town charm, and you're still getting those urban amenities that you're looking for without being overwhelmed by the concrete jungle, so to speak, type cities. Now, the cons, if we wrap it up, really the humidity, the hot summers, the risk of hurricanes, limited public transportation, fewer job opportunities depending on the sectors that you're interested in outside of healthcare or oil and gas. But overall, Lafayette really remains one of the most welcoming, affordable cities, strong cultural roots, and it really does favor a high quality of life, though some may find the weather and public transit to be probably the most challenging. But if you're wondering whether Lafayette is the right place for you, or if you live here and maybe you're thinking of buying or selling a home in the Lafayette area, well, feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to be able to help you to navigate your real estate journey. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video.